guess, and yeah, that's our first moment on the beach. We got there.
Mojo's first beach ever, on the ocean.
Yep, first time Mojo's ever been to the ocean, and we got there 3 days, I believe it was 3 days after the hurricane. Hurricane was at Thursday. The roads were closed. They evacuated the island, and on Sunday, they said, yeah, you can come now. So we were there by Sunday 3 o'clock, and the winds were just ripping when we got there. But yeah, by the next day the winds were calm, but the waves were constant for most of the trip, except for 2 days.
Beautiful beach, but it was definitely rough water. Mojo was funny. He went in and he licked like he does in the ocean, in the lake, and he was like, ugh. He's like, that is not a lake water.
Yeah.
You learn quickly, though.
Yeah, he had a couple of tastes of the salt water, and he learned, he doesn't need any more of that.
You can really see the waves in the background.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even when they were at the worst.
Yeah, I didn't get to get a lot of swimming in, and definitely no snorkeling. But it was just cool seeing the waves, and just Cape Hatteras is just different. When you're driving on the roads, you see the ocean on one side, the sound on the other side. You have these long, curvy bridges that are really cool. I enjoyed driving around, that's for sure. And But yeah, there's definitely no quaint towns near where we're at. But on the island, there's string of restaurants and shopping, and you have to drive to it. You can't just walk around. But it's a lot of nice places to pick from, that's for sure. And we didn't miss too many sunrises. It is convenient that you can see the sunrise and the sunset all, within a short walk from our campground.
It was like a 15-minute walk from ocean to sound.
Yeah, but it was like a 3-minute walk to the ocean.
Every morning when you were busy, I would take a walk. When you went to the left, it was great because you could see all the houses and stuff more towards Rodanthe, but when you went to the right, there was like a 30-foot dune, so you couldn't see anything over the dune.
Love the pictures of my wife in her bikini.
Yeah, it's not sure.
I'm showing them just so you guys can enjoy it too.
No. A lot of very instantaneous, like you didn't hear anything because the waves were so loud, but then all of a sudden you'd see like a jet or a helicopter over you.
Yeah, they're constantly, looking for a rescue or something. I don't know. There's constantly the Coast Guard, helicopters and jets and all kinds of stuff flying by.
I don't think Mojo was a big fan when he got caught in the waves. You took him in once, and I think he got nervous.
Well, actually, I took him in twice. The second time I carried him, and it was a little calmer.
That's what I'm talking about when you carried him.
No, he liked it.
It's hard to tell.
No, he was definitely, it's new to him to have waves like that. We're watching the sunset. That's part of our campground because it goes on both sides of the road. And yeah, it was an awesome view of the kiteboarders.
And that is the nice thing about the campground we're in. You could be on the ocean side or the sound side. You have access to both, but you can camp on either one. The sound side didn't have the waves that we did on the ocean, and we didn't have the sunsets, but kind of had the best of both worlds. So Cape Hatteras was a great camp option for that.
And but the souvenir shops are pretty fancy. I mean, there's a lot to pick from. They had museums, they had kid playground things that are, like, I don't know, all kinds of stuff in it.
Well, even the campground, they did karaoke one night. They had bingo. They had tie-dye shirts, like make your own tie-dye shirts. They had
the outdoor market.
Oh yeah, the outdoor market, which was really cool.
They also had 40 vendors.
They also had like a golf cart parade and a fair where the kids could have cotton candy and play games and compete. But they did a lot with the kids.
Yeah, the campground does a lot, no doubt about it. They definitely have the events going, and they seems pretty tasteful. Very good job.
This was a cool restaurant, one of the first ones we went to. It had a really good view, and it was a nice day, although it was windy. We had a hard time keeping the menus from blowing away.
Let's see, Wave Village is
That's where the restaurant was.
Good
Waves or Good Winds.
Good Winds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the restaurant Good Winds. That was my favorite. The outdoor seating was awesome. I'm not big on corn puffs or those?
Oh, hush puppies.
Hush puppies. We had these hush puppies, and it's not one of my favorite things to order, but man, was it amazing.
They were delicious.
Yeah, so it definitely, we were hoping to find another restaurant comparable, and we weren't able to find it. At least on Sunday, some of our restaurants weren't open, so.
Yeah, that was recommended to me by one of the workers at the campground because they said you could watch, because they give kiteboarding lessons, you could see kiteboarders, which we did see a couple. They were kind of in the distance.
But it has a Coast Guard, it's a prop plane flying by.
We saw that a couple times.
Yeah, they were definitely on the search, search and rescue.
Watching the sunrises was really a nice way to get up every morning and start your day with some coffee, which we did a lot. Every morning the sunrise was different, and every night the sunset was different, so that was very cool. Clouds make all the difference.
Yeah, I can never get enough pictures of the sunsets or sunrises. It just, every time I look, it's like, oh, it's prettier again, it's different. I gotta take another picture.
The one sunset that we got at the Sound there's a sailboat crossing at the time of the sunset, and then he would tack so that he kept going back and forth, so I got lots of pictures of that.
Yeah, the market has a lot of things to pick from. There was one vendor that had a bunch of nature photography. I wish I would have recorded her. She was very interesting, and I enjoyed meeting her. And I bought one of her pictures with the sunrise under the boardwalk, which was a really cool picture. Yeah, I read an article about a coral reef on the
Oregon Inlet.
Yep, at the Oregon Inlet, and at 5:30 Friday it was supposed to be good snorkeling conditions. Well, it wasn't good snorkeling conditions, and there's a lot of fishermen and no snorkelers. So I'm wondering if there really is a coral reef in that area. But yeah, I was never able to snorkel. The water was never clear enough for it the whole trip.
No, but I guess that's to be expected after a hurricane.
Yeah, the Oregon Inlet, apparently there's some areas where you can drive on the beach, and I envision like dune bug driving around and just going crazy, but that's not the case. Basically, it's just areas where you can drive, up on the beach, and you can pull and park on the side by the ocean, and you have all the, your amenities with your vehicle. You don't have to carry anything far, which is very cool. And of course, the fishermen really like that one. There's a lot of fishermen that were using that.
Yeah.
But you have to, like, for a 10-day pass to drive on the beach is $50. And I don't know if they probably only do so many annual, and they only do so many permits.
And they have certain areas that are for ORV, which is where the access is.
Just I love seeing the wildlife and the birds. Just, ocean is just
That was probably the
very
calmest
tranquil.
day.
Yeah. There was only 2 calm days. It was Friday and Saturday. And it wasn't a full day, I don't think.
Friday was a great beach day. We just sat on the beach all day and vegged. There was a lot of people towards the end of the week, closer to Labor Day, because when at first we went over to watch sunsets, we were by ourselves most times. Maybe 1 or 2 other couples, but that last couple nights there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, towards the weekend. It was a holiday weekend, Labor Day, so people started piling in on Thursday. But before that, yeah, it was pretty empty and half empty.
It was a great people watching experience. There's families and all kinds of people to watch.
Yeah, they do that, was it wakeboarding or no? What do they call
I
that?
think that's called wakeboarding.
Wakeboarding? Yeah, the wakeboarding is very interesting to see with the young adults. Not really adults yet, most of them are kids.
Oh, and then a couple got engaged on the beach, which we wondered why everybody was they all came down and first they were standing in front of us, but we had no idea why. And then I think they were trying to line it up with the stairs so that people who couldn't walk on the beach, I think like a grandmother or somebody, they were all lined up on the pavilion looking out at the beach.
But then they moved, and I noticed, oh my gosh, he's getting ready to propose, and I didn't get the camera out fast enough. I was like, oh man, I wish they would have stayed right in front of us, because that would have made a great shot. But I tell you, there's something interesting going on the ocean. It was fun. It was fun to watch.
You even got down on one knee. It's very cool to see and witness.
And then they were doing some game where you're passing the water to the back, and then the last person had to run to the ocean to go fill it up, to fill the cup up again. It was kind of fun to watch.
It's funny how people weren't paying attention while they were playing.
Yeah, they were making all kinds of mistakes. Yeah, we really got lucky. We had great sunrises and great sunsets almost every night. You know, if you have the right clouds, it just makes it interesting. If there's no clouds, the sunrise and
Boring.
sunset can be boring, you know.
I love that cloud formation. It looked like a dragon.
Yeah, I love the piers. It just gives you, you know, interesting scenery, and other than just looking at water.
And then our very last day, it was really windy and chilly.
Smile. What? Yeah, doing a video. It's really cool waves out there. It's crazy. People have their pets walking by, which is always...
So many pets. It's just very cool.
I love seeing dogs. Actually, one guy at the park was walking his cat. And the guy said, yeah, you don't walk your cat, the cat walks you. Yeah, there was nobody on the beach on the last day. The winds were really high.